Hello there. Welcome to Mind Purpose Show. And today we are pleased to introduce a very good topic. But before then, let me introduce myself. My name is Mercy Wanjeri. I am a clinical psychologist, a marriage and family therapist. I really love doing my job, especially in form of family setups. That is where there are children. That is where there are teenagers. That is where there is young adults. That is where there is parents who are aging. That is where there is retirement. All this is a lifelong journey. And so I am pleased to tell you that today at Mind Purpose Wellness, we have a topic, and the topic is about personal growth. I know you're wondering what a topic. It has hit me. Myself, I'm a true testimony of what is called a personal growth. And I would like us to look into why are you stagnated? Why are you stagnated, by the way? Why are you not moving from one state to another? That is why this show is for you. That is why this is the right time for you to take cognizant, for you to notice where you are and where you're going. So number one, where are you? Why are you stagnant? Have you been in a job for so long and you're just bored in that job? Have you been in a position for so long and you're wondering, how long will this, when will I get a promotion? When is that time I'm getting a promotion? Are you there? That is what I'm talking about. So personal growth is a culmination of you deciding in your mind, I need a change. Can you imagine? So let's agree. You need a change. Number one, I need a change. You need a change. That is fantastic. So it is not only saying you need a change, it is a matter of action. Action. Are you ready to action what you want? Do you want to get married? Do you want to move from your house to your house, from your mother's house or your father's house to your own house? Do you want to graduate? Do you want to get pregnant? Do you want to travel? There's so many things that are aligned to personal growth. Do you want your relationship to be fire? Do you want your intimacy to be out of this place? Do you want to be attractive? Let's talk about these things. Personal growth. Are you looking out for you to become somebody else than who you are right now? Please, I'm here to give you some tips. It worked for me. As long as it did work for me, it could also work for you. And the tips that I'm talking about, they're going to be rounded with these points. Number one, I'm looking at how is your career growth? Yeah? Are you growing or you're stagnant? Already I had talked about that. Are you tired of going to work 8 to 5? Or are you tired in that business? It's not giving you what you want. Because career and business, they go hand in hand. That is number one. Number two, how is your social life? You see, in my circle of work, I've come across people who, from job, home, job, they do not have a social life. I would like to talk to the introverts here, which is good. They like their own space, which is very nice. Has a lot of advantages. And also want to talk to extroverts who are all over. They are party animals. They want to go anywhere in this life. I'm also talking to you. But I want us to have a balance. Agree with me? Let us train ourselves to have a balance of when to go meet your friends, if you have, and when to stay at home. So social life has its own benefits. And of course, it has its own negatives. So I'm looking at the benefits of social life. That is where you go. Let's say you're a mother, you have young children, or you're a father, you have teenagers, or you're a father with young adults in your home. Would you like to join a hiking club, a volleyball club, golfing? You can talk about this. The type of games that men of your age are playing. You know what, guys? There's something we call mentorship. And I've come to discover that everybody needs a mentor. Somebody to hold your hand for you to move to the next level. Let me pose a question and ask you, do you have a mentor, by the way? Or, better said, are you looking for a mentor? Are you looking for one? And so, back to our story. Which group have you joined? I've always talked about that. Even in my Wednesday webinars, we have been talking about you being in a certain type of a social group. Very important. One, you have sense of belonging. They know you. They know where you work. They know where you live. They know what you like. You know, that kind of a thing. So please align yourself in social groups. Of course, good social groups. Because I'm not telling you to get groups that are telling you to go home at 3 a.m., groups that are telling you to be in debt, groups that are introducing you into maladaptive behaviors. Apana. No. I'm talking about groups to help you. So that's in social. Another thing is, have you mastered your environment? Do you know your neighbor, for example? Do you know your next door office person? Do you know people who are closer to you? This one will help you maneuver life and elevate you towards your personal growth. Even when you're speaking, wherever you are living, do you know your chairman of that estate? Do you know the leader of your church? What is his name, by the way? Do you know the leader of social services in your area? Do you know people who you can run to when you need something? Please, let's look out and see where we can align ourselves. Very important. So people, we're still in this topic. And the topic that I'm talking about is personal growth. Are you tired of your money? Of course, is it so little? What are you doing about it? I always ask people, what are you doing about it if it's not enough? Are you ready to push yourself? And let me talk to these generations that we have today. Be willing to work for you to be rewarded. There is no alternative. Be willing. You have to work for you to get money. There is no way you can sit down 8 to 5 or 7 to 7 and you want a better life, but you have not been able to work on yourself. And I would like to add on this. How are you also helping other people? Because it's also part of personal growth. Do you sing in the choir? Do you belong to a certain place in a certain organization? Do you belong to an NGO somewhere? Do you do community work? Even if you're a career person, it gives you a lot of happiness. By the way, we did a webinar about happiness. And we said happiness is the absence of pain. Fine. But did you know when you're serving other people of purpose, did you know that when you're serving other people, you feel a good fulfillment in your heart? You feel satisfied. Have you ever felt satisfied because of something? Yes. That is the kind of satisfaction I'm talking about. So even if you earn a lot of money or you live in better places, if you cannot be able to add a contribution to this life, you will not be a happy person inside your heart. So please, this is a very good thing to note. Service. Serve. Let us learn how to serve. Serve people. Just imagine, even when your guests are there, serve them. Even when you go somewhere and you feel like you've sat for so long, stand up, serve people. By the way, did you know that this can be a very good avenue for you to network? Yes. How can you network when seated? No. You have to walk. You have to stand. You have to meet and greet. What do I do? This is what I do. What about yourself? That is what we are talking about. Personal growth. We said from the beginning, you're tired of where you are. So what do? You have to do things that you're not used to do, like serving. I think there we are. Okay, so let's move on. Another thing is spirituality. Where are you with your maker? Very important. Do you pray? Do you go to the mosque? What kind of prayer do you do for yourself? How connected are you to nature, for example? I was talking to another group of people and we were talking about how we are always with shoes, ever. And you see, science has said that when you have a contact with nature, you see, like the grass in your house there outside or in your places of where you visit, remove your shoes, get in touch with the grass, nature. It is very important. Why? It brings you into contact. It has some good feeling in you. It brings out growth in your mind. It changes your mindset. Are you ready to remove your shoes? Are you ready to walk on bare soil? And let me say this to parents. Let your children also experience that tingly thing. You know that tingly thing? And they would do like this, their toes, their small toes. Yes, very important. So I'm appealing to all the parents also to help their children get in contact with nature. You know, I know we have a technology in our homes. I know there's a telly, there is iPads, there are tablets, there is a Wi-Fi, but are there natural things within your reach? So as parents, can we be able to have that spiritual nourishment using nature, the air we breathe, you know, the places we go, the arboretums, the parks, and see big trees and see a camouflage of many things happening out of your house? Personal growth. And so we've already done a lot. We've talked about many things, including social life, environment, career growth. Let's talk about a very important aspect of career growth, and that is none other than finances. If you want to elevate your finances to another level, you have to work harder. What do you think? Or smarter? Let's use the word smarter instead of harder. So have you put down some goals that will assist you to achieve what you want? That is where I'm coming in. For me, it has taken me so much time to do goal setting and achieving them. And by the way, do you have a vision board? At the time I was teaching teenagers about creating a vision board. When did you create a vision board in your life? Did you create when you were a big person, or did you create it when you were small? And by the way, it starts now. Create a vision board for yourself, for career elevation, career growth. And do you know what? If you're aiming for a certain position, for example, and you're wondering how to get it, start today. You see, nothing comes on a silver platter. I mean, you gotta work hard. That one goes without saying. You gotta work smart. But how do you work smart? Remember, when you go to meetings, strategic meetings, they are normally strategic meetings from 2025 to 2030. 4 years, 5 years. Okay, Mercy strategic meeting from 2020 to 2025. Mercy strategic meeting 2025, 2027. Something like that. Do you have a strategy for your life, or things are just happening, and your work is just, you know, fix issues? Do you know that kind of a life? It's very tiring. It is so overwhelming. But when you're a good planner, when you have goals, smart goals, when you have achieved your career moving from one step to the other, when you serve people, when you connect yourself with nature, when you yourself, I'm talking about you, when you yourself have mastered your environment and you're happy about it, have mastered who you are in terms of assertiveness, in terms of being aware who you are, then we don't have any other thing except to see yourself going from one level to the other, from this emotion to the next, from being angry to being a happy person, from being a happy person than being a bitter person, by recognizing you suffered rejection, but this is not the end of it. You are working on it by being vulnerable to yourself. Yesterday and recently we've been talking about pain. How can you own your pain? It is yours. This is my pain. Yes, I agree. What am I going to do about it? That's what we're talking about. Because we have to come out from where we are. And so please, guys, people of purpose, members of the Mind Purpose Show, I challenge you today with those tips. Start today creating your journey for personal growth, because where you are today is not where you will be, but action must be taken. So please subscribe. Do not leave without subscribing to this channel, Mind Purpose Show. Please, on YouTube, again, give us comments, give us ways topics. I mean, let us hear from you. Feedback is very important. And by the way, this is Mind Purpose Wellness on Facebook, Mind Purpose Wellness on Instagram, on Twitter, and LinkedIn. So please, let us meet, let us engage because Mind Purpose Wellness talks about experiencing, engaging, and empowering. Let's empower each other. With that and more, see you soon for more videos.